1-0 down, away from home, in the blue kit, and Bradford City have once again pulled it out the bag and pick up a massive 3 points away at a playoff chasing rival. But we're not chasing the playoffs anymore. Walsall FC, we are coming for you. If you do go on to enjoy today's video, make sure to like, comment and subscribe. But look how good this league table looks. Yes, obviously there are still all the 3 PM kickoffs to go, but we've gained 2 points on Port Vale, which sounds a little bit daft, but going into the match, if they won both their games in hand on Bradford City, they would then go above us. Now if they do that because they've drawn away at Tranmere, it's now physically not possible. Bradford City are second in the table. We're 5 points clear of third, 6 points clear of second. So Wimbledon now have to win both their games in hand to catch Bradford City. Same with Notts County. I am so confident this club is going to be playing League One football next season. And what a victory we had today. But we will go back to 11:30 this morning when this team was announced by Graham Alexander's side, and obviously 4 changes from Tuesday. We knew that was going to be constant rotation in this very busy period, which thankfully will be coming to an end very soon. But obviously Critchlow came in for Paul Huntington, Adaramola came in for Richards, Walker came in for Poynton, and Lee came in for Michael Mellon. It was nice to see Callum Kavanagh back on the bench. Obviously now Alex Patterson in the entire matchday squad. Same can be said about Callum Johnson as well. But again, we've rotated the team, we've made changes, made substitutions as well, and they're having an impact on the game. And Bradford City have picked up a massive 3 points. I thought we started out the game very well, in all honesty. Anthony Sarcevic had an early opportunity which he put just wide. Then obviously Tommy Lee hit the crossbar as well. Then unfortunately Anthony Sarcevic did go down and was had to be substituted off after around 20 minutes or so with what seemed to be a hamstring issue. So hopefully he'll be back in the next couple of weeks. You know, you're hoping when it's a hamstring problem that it's only going to be a 2 to 3 weeker, as opposed to, you know, we've seen them where he could be done for the season now. But Michael Mellon came on, and what a substitution that would prove to be. Salford did actually take the lead in the game through Francis Okonkwo, and I thought it was a really good finish, to be fair. But there's an argument for a foul on Brad Halliday. I don't think it is offside. It is pretty weak defending from us, but it is a great finish for him, and obviously goes to the Bradford City fans, gives them a shush. Another Salford player kicks the ball into our fans as well, and that certainly came back to bite them on the backside. And then Romney Critchlow was absolutely cleaned out by one of the Salford players. Somehow it was only a booking. He then had to come off as well for Paul Huntington. So you're thinking, we're in the blue kit, away from home, 1-0 down. 2 of his better players have had to come off in the first half with injury. We're thinking back to September, October sort of time, where it just didn't simply happen for Bradford City. We're going to go on a bit of a wobble here, but mentality monsters, they kept going. We had some really good chances again in that first half. Their keeper made some great saves. One came from a great pass from Aidan Baldwin to find Jamie Walker. He opened up his body and it was a great save from their goalkeeper. Then Michael Mellon had an opportunity near the end of the first half as well, which again was well saved, and you're thinking it's just going to be one of them days for Bradford City. But I think going in at half time, it gave them the opportunity to just kind of mentally refresh and reset themselves going into the second half. And we did see a triple substitution on around the 70-minute mark, where Jamie Walker, Tommy Lee and Brandon Kayler were all subbed off for Bobby Poynton, Callum Kavanagh and George Lapsley. And we saw a slight change in the formation, where we went to Small as the holding midfielder, Poynton and Lapsley ahead of him, and then obviously Mellon and Kavanagh as a front two. And it was only about 90 seconds after them changes where we would find ourselves level. There's a throwing over on the far side. Great footwork from Adaramola to beat a couple of players. He flashed a ball across the face of goal. Michael Mellon goes to shoot, slices, but it turns into a perfect pass to Brad Halliday, who smashes into the back of the net for his first goal of the season. Scored in that fixture last season. He got loads of assists in his first season with Bradford City. Last season, a load of goals with a couple of assists. This season's not really had many goal contributions, but that is a very important goal for himself and also Bradford City. And then we're having more chances. Salford are then growing into the game when they're bringing on the likes of Kelly Namai on off the bench. But Richie Small wins the ball back on the halfway line. Again, the skipper doing what he does best, breaking up play. And we've got a 4-on-3 in our favour. And it happened quite a lot in the game where they were so vulnerable onto the counter-attack because their midfield and attackers just didn't want to work back. Small plays the ball into Callum Kavanagh. It took him quite a while to get the ball under control. Eventually, he pokes the ball through. I think he was aiming for George Lapsley, but Michael Mellon took the ball off of him. And he'd obviously missed a fair few chances in this game and in his Bradford City career so far. So I think it shows a lot about his mentality, that he's still happy to take them shots on, and it's on a very acute angle, and it just slowly trickles over the line into the bottom corner. The away end absolutely goes off. Mellon's shirt's off. He's jumped into the crowd. All the players are then joining with him as well. Jack Shepherd straight in there, and it was just an absolutely brilliant moment. And what a way to pick up your first back-to-back away wins of the season. Going away to Bromley on Tuesday night was tough. To then do it again and go away to Salford, winning the 94th minute, mentality monsters. I question Bradford City's mentality at around November time after we conceded in the 99th minute to Colchester. I think Alexander has really fixed that mentality now. This team is real mentality monsters, so big credit to Alexander and his team. I mean, you look at the stats and you can see that Salford have 12 shots, but it certainly didn't feel like that. A lot of them were from distance and they weren't really troubling at Sam Walker. They got the goal, but I can't remember their other shot on target. Was it maybe that cross in the first half from Razel Ongella, which was very comfortably saved? But they were a really, really poor team. They were a very dirty team as well. Obviously, a few of our players picked up significant injuries in the game. You know, Critchlow again looks like he's got a problem with that hip, and that should have been a red card. Matty Lund jumped into a 50-50 once the ball had already been gone with Jamie Walker, like that, elbow first. I've no idea how they've survived with not getting a red card. They should have had at least two, in my opinion. The foul on Critchlow, the elbow from Matty Lund as well. They're two blatant red cards. And the centre-halves from Salford, every time we tried to press the keeper, just smashing into our players. It happened to Walker and Mellon quite a lot. Curtis Till, the biggest culprit of that, and it was just, it's all well and good maybe trying to block them, but actually barging into them constantly. I don't know how they were constantly getting away with it. There's all well and good trying to shield them, but when you're just smashing into them every time, sure, the referee's got to be able to see that, or the linesman or something. But again, we've seen some very, very poor refereeing decisions, and we've come on the other side of it and still won the football match. A lot of things went against us in this game, and I cannot credit this team and the mentality of it to go right until the end. I'm sure they're absolutely knackered. They've played so much football recently. Saturday, Tuesday. I think Jamie Rayner said something about 11 games in 35 days, and we've still got another couple of games. I think we've got another 3 games coming up in the next 8 days or something like that. It's absolutely relentless at this level, but this team, they were doing the changes and they just keep winning. Absolutely brilliant. Again, by the time that this video comes out and all the other fixtures have finished, this table might not look as pretty, but there is a 6-point gap between ourselves and 4th place. The pressure is now really on Port Vale, Notts County, Wimbledon and Doncaster as well to keep winning football matches. Bradford City, they're the best home team in the division, and now we're fixing our away form. Back-to-back away wins, 12 games to go, 12 cup finals for Bradford City. We're breathing down the necks of Walsall. Imagine Bradford City won a league title. I don't care how we get out of this division. We might end up not winning a game between now and the end of the season, scrape 7th on the final day and win the playoffs. As long as we get promoted, I could not care. But imagine if we were able to win a title by doing so. We're 4 points away from Walsall. Yes, they've got a game in hand, but the pressure really is on them now. At one point, they had a 17-point gap. It's now only 4 points. Again, come 5 o'clock, it might be back to 7. 7 points is not a lot when you're winning every single week like what Bradford City are doing at the moment. And the fact that we're doing all of this without Andy Cook goes to show how good of a team that we are. Andy Cook goes down, Bradford City keep winning. Alex Patterson goes down, Bradford City keep winning. Anthony Sarswick goes down today, Bradford City keep winning. We are not a one-man team, a two-man team, a three-man team. This team today has proved it is a squad. It is a togetherness. It is a collectiveness. Yes, we've conceded a goal, which I think is the first we've conceded in 6 or 7 games. Very disappointing. Only the second goal we've conceded in 10 or 11 games. We've got a very, very strong defence, and I thought at times Jack Shepherd wasn't his usual self today. Adaramola defensively, again, a little bit frustrated with him, but I'm not going to criticise any of the players. They've won, they've got the 3 points. At this stage in the season, all I care about is the 3 points. All of them absolutely brilliant. Aidan Baldwin though, big shout out from me, because I think at times this season I've criticised him and not been that confident in him, but absolutely brilliant again today. His defensive ability I thought was really good. Some of the passes he was playing as well, absolutely excellent. Aidan Baldwin, probably my man of the match today, absolutely excellent. But I'm now going to put on Soccer Saturday, watch all the scores come in. Hopefully Fleetwood beat Notts County, hopefully Bromley beat Wimbledon, hopefully Doncaster lose against Newport. Just fingers crossed all the results go in our favour, and it takes a little bit of pressure off on Tuesday. A win on Tuesday would obviously be massive. We've won 10 home games in a row. I expect us to win on Tuesday. Probably will win on Tuesday. It's about this away form now. We know how tough our April running is. The likes of Doncaster, Notts County, Chesterfield. We've got a real tough couple of games in that time, so the more points we can pick up now, the better, and then it's basically a playoff shootout for them final 6 or 7 matches, isn't it? Hopefully we can already be promoted by that final game against Fleetwood, but I'm going to leave it there for today's video. I'm so confident this team will be playing League One football next season. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. 150 likes as always would be massively appreciated. God save the Michael Mellon.